Welcome to Answers from Within. From the author of The All-Knowing Diary, Mind Lies into Truths that will set you free.
Hello everyone, this is Daniel and we're on Answers from Within, using the power of our intuition to tap into the answers, of course, and the answers for Pearl, no less. Hello Pearl.
Hi Daniel.
Oh, welcome back. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about enlightenment, and I wanted to get just general for my enlightenment. What's there for me to know? What do I need to know? What lessons do I need to learn?
Wow.
That I haven't yet?
That's as big as it gets. Big as it gets. We need like a year together to answer that one. Well, let's hone in what's most immediate for you in terms of the next big shift. Because enlightenment, it's such a... It really represents everything that is non-truth that I'm shifting to see what is truth. Yeah, so it's a very big conversation. So we kind of take it, one step at a time. Sometimes those steps are bigger than other steps. But let's see what kind of quantum leap you can make today, all right?
Yes.
All right, so the first thing, really, the quantum leap for you is beautifully self-love.
Yeah.
That, and it's universal. I mean, self-love is really another term for enlightenment. When you attain self-love, it's because you actually see truth. You see what's real. And so we're going to go in with you now and we're going to have a look at how do we fast track you to being in love with yourself.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like I've come very far with that, but...
Good. That means less work for me to do.
Yeah. I know there's some... yeah, there's some left.
And what's left is, it's not big, and it's not overly hard, but part of it is I need to have self-love. The need to conquer this, the need to have a breakthrough, the need to be better, the need to be more along this path than what you are. That's the biggest breakthrough to be had right now. We get conditioned since a very young age around what it means, what personal development is all about. That the more we improve ourselves and the more we're on this constantly bettering ourselves path, the richer and the more fulfilled our lives will become. But there's a fundamental flaw in that line of thinking. And it's so precise that it causes more damage, more harm than the benefits it creates. Because it immediately puts you into needing. And when you're in needing, it means you don't have. To need something means you obviously don't have it, correct? If you need self-love, that is an affirmation, I don't have self-love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, if I need to be better, it's because where I'm at isn't enough. It's not good enough. Because if it was, I wouldn't need to be better. So the subtlety in all of this is in the word need. And we're so used to saying, I need self-love, I need to be better, I need enlightenment. We don't even notice it's that very sentence that is causing us our biggest problems. And it's such a culture in LA, in a lot of other parts of the world, like in Sydney, in Australia, in Melbourne, all these places. Keep bettering yourself. Keep improving everything. So we think we need to do all that. But that movement in itself, even though it's dressed up as all very positive and all very enlightened, is actually working against us. It's actually, and it's propagated by those who you know, it's achieving what the people who are saying it want, which is that you come to them and get their help. So those that are saying you should be on this personal development, you should be improving yourself, it's very deliberate on their part because it has you need them, not need you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's actually a form of, it's a huge form of sabotage. Right? So here we are looking at all these gurus, these personal development people and all this stuff, listening, oh yeah, we should constantly focus on improving ourselves. Oh yeah, that's what I need. But how many of them are already saying, you're perfect, Pearl, just the way you are?
Not that many.
And it's that shift from going, I need to be better, to realizing I'm already perfect. That makes all the difference. When you stop seeing that you are a problem or you have a problem, most of your problems disappear.
Yeah.
Like, you've got black hair, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if you saw having black hair as a problem. That would become a problem for you. Imagine every day, I've got black hair. Oh my God, I've got black hair. Oh my God, so you would be a mess until it was pointed out that black hair is not actually a problem. You're like, oh my God, it's not a problem. I don't have a problem. Can you see when you define or you label this as a problem, it creates the problem.
Yeah.
So your lack of self-love, if we'll call it that, just for this point, is only a problem when you make it a problem. Or I should say, it's a much bigger problem than what it currently is. So we've got to get off this, oh, if I label it, it means I'm going to improve it. If I point out I'm missing self-love, like a very enlightened being, which enlightened beings don't do that. we avoid labels. Then, you know, there's that thought, if I label it, I will do something about it. But it's not actually coming from there. It's coming from, if I label it, then no one else will point it out to me and I won't feel crap about myself. It's just a defense mechanism. It's protection. If I pinpoint all the problems with myself, then the day somebody points them out to me, I won't feel as bad.
Yeah.
But all you're doing...
There's one less problem because I'm sorry.
Yeah, all you're actually doing is you're just creating problems for yourself. You're not protecting yourself. You're creating what you are hoping to protect yourself from. So instead of somebody else pointing out all these things, that problems that you got about yourself, you're the one pointing them out, which is far more painful than anyone else pointing them out. If you call yourself a loser, that hurts way worse than if anyone else called you a loser. Right? This is, so we're trying to protect ourselves by calling ourselves on these things. So the first thing to realize is I don't have a need to love myself. That was imagined. I just needed to stop needing to love myself. You see? There's a subtlety there. No one's saying be without self-love. That's not the point. Be without the need for self-love. Because the need, the minute you go into the need, let's work on that, because this is a very important thing, and we deal with this in the Truth Course, in the 50-week Truth Course. We deal with this in a bit in Mind Lies, but really in the Truth Course, very deep in the Truth Course with this. So we're going to do a bit of a snapshot here with you. When you are affirming, I need self-love, what you're doing to yourself is saying, I'm not okay the way I am, and I won't be okay until I reach self-love, or whatever it is that you're saying you need. You know, we often say, I need a new car, I need a house, I need a boyfriend, I need a girlfriend, or whatever. We're sentencing ourselves to being unhappy until we get that thing. That's the key things that does. So the remedy is the realization, if I didn't have all these needs to be better, I would already be feeling my self-love. It's only, you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
It's all the prerequisites of what we need to be or have or do, whatever, that gets in the way of self-love in the first place. So the ultimate expression of self-love is to let go of all these needs. If I let go of the need to be better, then what remains is what? Self-love.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
Because it means if I'm not trying to be better, if I don't think I need to be better, then I must think I'm pretty good already.
Yeah. And that's very loving.
Exactly. It's loving on so many levels. It's loving because you did yourself a world of favor of letting it go, and it's loving because that's where love exists, in the absence of needs.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have needs to love myself. Rather, I am already self-love, and it's all these needs that have been getting in the way.
Yeah. I feel like a load is off my shoulders.
Yeah, I would imagine a big load.
Yeah. Feel lighter.
Yeah, and your heart is happier.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's so many these entanglements of, you know, if I need this, then we've got these beliefs. If I need these things, then I'll become more whole, more full, right? And it's this whole minimalist thing, not just physically with not buying stuff, but minimalist actually comes to, well, if I don't have all these needs for myself, then I just feel so light and loving and agile. And then the extension of that is you just stop buying all these things for yourself because you weren't trying to compensate. You're no longer trying to compensate anyway. You're not trying to fill a void. The void is the needing. That's the void. You're not the void.
It's the need.
Yeah, the needs. The minute I am my needs, and guess what is the needs? Your mind.
Yeah. It's all mind created. I see that. Yeah.
I'm going to take that a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
Mind and need. It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's just one and the same.
Yeah.
Therefore, you can now see, and another way to look at it is, in the absence of need is like saying, in the absence of mind, what is left?
Self-love. It's love and...
You're love. Because you are love. You are already self-love. So in the absence of the mind, there is you. There is love. In the absence of need, there is you. Self-love. So it's just this accumulation of all these little needs. Right? I was like, I got bleeped out then. I wasn't even swearing. This accumulation of all these little needs and we start thinking we need needs. The more needs we have, the more fulfilled we're eventually going to get someday by some miracle. When all along we just needed to not need needs anymore.
Yeah.
So let's go a little bit deeper. I feel we can go just a little bit more for you here. More for everyone. So the next realization to have is self-love isn't a product of anything. You don't need to do anything to arrive there. You don't need to achieve anything to get there. It's not even a journey. You know, we all relate to it as a journey. I'm on my self-love journey. That's another form of misdirection and confusion.
Yeah.
Because the realization is it's like it was never not part of me in the first place. It was always there, ever present, right from the beginning. And why would you need to go on a journey to get self-love if it was ever present?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You might need to go on a journey to get milk because there's no milk in the fridge. The milk wasn't ever present. But it's like leaving the house. I'm going to go find self-love. What? People always say, I've got to go find myself. I'm going to go, to Tibet. I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm going to go to India. I'm going to go find myself. Wow. Looking for love in all the wrong places. It's there. It's already here. It's ever present. So self-love is ever present. And what stops us from allowing that is the belief that it's a journey. And there's the subtlety. Well, it's a journey. I need to heal all the needs. I need to get rid of all the needs. And that can be a journey. It doesn't have to be. Again, it's a belief system that I must journey through my needs. And one day I'll come out the other side of it. Unless we have a very advanced thought, which is the me that I've been identifying with was never the real me in the first place. It is needs. As that is needs, there is no more needs left in me. You keeping up with that one?
I think so. There's no more needs.
Because the you that needed, that had all these needs, was never you in the first place. So why journey through all your needs when they were never attached to you, ever? Just this fictitious identity made up of needs. But you're not made up of needs. It's made up of needs. They're not the same thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
The identity was never you in the first place. And so, it needs to be more. It needs. Its needing feels like you needing. Its wanting feels like it's your wanting. But what it's needing and what it's wanting is just to need.
It's just a need.
But we can go even deeper. Because what it wants even more than that is just self-acceptance. Acceptance heals all needs. If I accept that was never me in the first place, if I accept all those needs never belong to me, I can love that they exist. I can love that they're there. Can you love that?
Yes.
It's not you. It's not a problem.
Yeah. I can love it without needing it.
You can love it without needing to love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And that's where we're going to complete today.
Okay.
Love that the needs are there.
Okay. Sorry.
And that is the biggest leap you have made on your enlightenment journey.
Wow. It feels great.
It's our resistance to what is that makes it a problem. Remember when I said, imagine if having black hair was a problem for you. And you resisted that every day. It's the same with all these needs, the ego, mind. We resist, oh, it shouldn't be that way. Well, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
We come to love and accept. So right now, we love and accept that all the needs are there. We just love and accept that. And that sets us free.
Thank you, Daniel.
You are very welcome. So if you have a question that needs answering, come along to danielanswers.com.